Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amin Naufal bin Zara Sunadi, AA230143. And today, I will be talking about our presentation on our project. For today, I will be handling the part of introduction. First of all, for our project, we have chosen the Game Boy, the MG01, as our choice of item. It was released by Nintendo in 1989, which recognized as one of the most iconic handheld gaming console in history. It is known for its portability, durable design, and extensive game library, where the Game Boy has left such a huge impact and an everlasting legacy in the gaming industry. This project aims to delve into the engineering and design aspect of the Game Boy the MG01 by creating detailed technical drawings and 3D model of its key components, which we have divided into 4 parts: top cover, motherboard, bottom cover, and game cartridge. Next, for our objective for this project, is to be able to create accurate 2D and 3D sketches of the whole Game Boy DMG01, including its inner components. Other than that, we ensure all sketches are to scale and include necessary annotation and labels. We, as students, are able to use appropriate line types, symbols, and notation by referring to the engineering standards. Lastly, we are able to compile a project report with sketches, 3D models, and assembly drawing in a group project. For the scope of our project, we strive to recreate our electronic device of choice down to the smallest minute detail, pinpoint precision, and to establish a much stable foundation of comprehension on the working principle of our Game Boy, from the mechanical stimulus of the user to the electronic input signal created by the microcontroller unit. To achieve this, we are required to meticulously measure our device each components as an effort to achieve the utmost precision of its dimension. It is also required for us to refer to schematics and drawing on the web for our components, such as the buttons, the cover, the screen, the game cartridges, and many more. Setbacks and hurdles that we might be facing are the fact that we are dealing with small components with decimal of 0.1mm, which is difficult to measure with traditional ruler. For our biggest advantage of this is our time efficiency, which makes us finish this project very quickly and make it quality as possible. That's from me. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Suwan Muhammad Alif Hakimi and my metric number is AA232185. So, I want to talk about background of machine, function of each component, and the working principle. First of all is a background of machine. The original Game Boy, released in 1989, didn't feature any machines in the physical design itself. It has a very simple aesthetic with a light grey background and a darker grey directional pad and buttons on the front. This minimalist design helped to keep the cost of the device down and ensure that the focus was on the game itself. Next is the function of each component. First is a central processing unit, CPU. It's responsible to executing data instructions provided by the game cartridge. Second is a read-only memory, ROM. It stores the game program's code and data permanently. Third is a random access memory, RAM. It holds information the games need during play. Fourth is a video display. It presents the game's visual by liquid crystal display. Fifth is a sound chip. It generates the game's audio effects and music. Sixth is an input button. It allow you to interact with game. 7 is a cartridge slot, the part where you insert the game. 8 is a power supply. It provides electricity needed for all of the components to function. Lastly is a cartridge which contains the ROM chip with the game data. For the working principle, when do you want to power up, turn on the Game Boy, the power supply deliver electricity to all components. For the cartridge insertion, insert a game cartridge into the slot cartridge. For the CPU text charge, CPU fetching instruction from the ROM on the cartridge. For the memory management, CPU will interact with RAM. For the bring the game to life, CPU process the game's instruction and that will generate image data and send it to the sound chip to make it real. Next is a player input. Player can interact with the game by pressing the directional pad and action buttons. Next is continuous loop. The entire process happens very quickly in a continuous loop. Lastly, for the saving progress, some games allow you to save it inside battery back RAM chip inside the game cartridge.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syarul Razif bin Ahmad Saleh. My matrix number is AA232313 and I'm about to show to you guys all the drawing that we have drawn throughout this project. So the first drawing that has been drawn by Muhammad Amirullah, which is the front cover of the Game Boy. It contains the buttons, which is the start button, the select button, the A and B button, and the D-pad. It also holds the screen for the Game Boy. Next, the second component that has been drawn by Muhammad Aminofal, which is the motherboard of the Game Boy. The motherboard works as a brain for the Game Boy that it's read all the game data and transfer it as a picture in the screen of the Game Boy. The third component that has been drawn by Y. Muhammad Alif Hakimi, which is the game cartridge. This game cartridge contains the game data, the player's data, and also the player progress. This game cartridge will inserted to the game cartridge slot, and the data will read by the motherboard and is transferred as a game inside the screen. The last component for the project is the back cover of the Game Boy. This back cover has been drawn by me. This back cover is where the batteries is inserted and where the game cartridge slots is located. For me, this back cover is the most crucial part of this drawing because it consists a lot of curve and a lot of important things is located in the back cover itself.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amirullah bin Muhammad Daud and my matrix number is AA230333. And for now, I'm gonna give the summarization about our topic. As conclusion, by practicing the use of AutoCAD's 3D drawing commands to complete this project, we could improve our skills in many ways at the moment, such as we will be able to express our imaginations, produce as many ideas as we could, learn to solve problems as a team, and improve the productivity to generate the drawings as fast as possible. By the use of these skills, we will be able to imagine the looks and characteristics of our product, and then generate it based on our creativity and imaginations. The application of these skills could as well train us to be a better engineer for our future career, and at the same time increase our employability because these are the skills that many companies these days been looking for. Since we all know that AutoCAD is one of the used software in many engineering industries, thus, for having the skills is a must for us if we want to get any company's attention to make them hire us into their company. The mastery of these skills will be the one of the way to determine how good we are compared to the other engineer. That's all from us, Group 1. Thank you for watching.